Hey, Howard.
What?
Do you want a tiny piece of cheese? So yeah, it's January. That was so dumb. That was. I had fun with that. Not because the movie's good. No, God, no, not even remotely. But
oh my God.
But man, it's been a while since I've had a movie I can make fun of this much.
No one needs to see that movie.
None. Oh, hold on. There's a few reasons to go see it.
No, because
we need to spread the word about dog racism against pit bulls in Denver.
First of all,
and all the white man who wants to put the pit bull down.
First of all, the easy answer to that is to get your dog registered as an emotional support animal. So then it's fine. That was the one thing no one ever explored with Bella.
Yeah, even though they do support animals pop up later in the movie anyway.
But that's like easy fix. It's like, your dog's a pit bull. My dog's an emotional support animal. Fuck you.
But no, it's really getting on the minute details about dog racism. And they also need to watch this movie.
Also, that was clearly a Labrador mix.
Wasn't the mama pit bull they showed at the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, Labrador mix. More Labrador than I could possibly tell. Maybe the ears.
I will say that dog was adorable.
That dog was adorable.
And I there are parts of like, I don't know who made this. I don't know who made this dog fucking sad or fucking hurt this dog, but I want to find them and I want to punch him in the dick. It's like, you made that dog sad. Punch.
Why would you do that to the dog? Why would you have it be voiced over by Bryce Dallas Howard?
Jesus. I will say this, to give credit where credit's due, it's not as obnoxious as Josh Gad was. I should tell you how obnoxious Josh Gad was, because I could tolerate this.
There's just sometimes when a scene is done perfectly fine with the camera work, and then the fucking voice comes in and just ruins all emotional impact.
Yeah.
And it's just like, let the scene tell the fucking story.
See, this was me during Vice.
Okay. I wasn't there with you for that one.
No, I share that same issue with movies. I hate it when movies do that. It is my biggest pet peeve. I guess it didn't really bother me here just because I knew it was coming. It's because I've seen A Dog's Purpose.
I mean, I saw the trailer too, so I didn't need to see this movie.
No. Hold on, man. There's two. Three.
It's called breedism. First of all,
there's three major things this movie does not show in the trailer that are kind of amazing.
Oh, you mean that's
no.
Okay,
well, I'm doing this one at a time because the third one's a kicker, and it's like, man, can't imagine why that wasn't in the trailer. First thing that happens is, like I said, there's dog racism, because the whole catalyst for this is that this movie has two villains, one of which disappears halfway through.
And gets his house built anyway.
Yeah, so all that was pointless. And so he had this evil neighbor who apparently doesn't want to get, like, the cats out of his destroyed house. He just wants to destroy the house anyway, even though getting the cats out wouldn't be that much of a problem.
No, because he's clearly a house flipper. And also, seriously, is it really that hard? Just, like, unleash some, like, robotic toy mice and then just go from there.
I know, right? Like, it can't be that fucking hard. But then he just makes this big deal, and then, like, okay, so...
Also, is it that hard to remove rubble upwards and then be like, cats, scatter!
Flee, cats, flee for your life. Oh my God. Go to the cat and like talking like you're in the third Lord of the Rings movie with the Cookie King, King in Gondor.
I don't remember.
It was a guy who also was in Fringe.
I don't remember.
I haven't seen Faramir and Boromir's dad.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings in like When did the third movie come out?
Blasphemy. That's our generation's Star Wars, sir.
It's overrated. Anyway.
You fucking take that back.
I will not, because that epilogue was so fucking long.
That does not mean the whole movie's overrated.
And you know what Sam Wise's book should have been called? Instead of Lord of the Rings, it should have been called I Love Mr. Frodo.
Oh, good. Could bring the gay jokes back from the early 2000s. That hasn't been done to death, Howard.
Well, it was appropriate for this movie. By which I mean Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say, I know there's an actual gay couple in this movie, but I don't know.
They were fantastically nice.
They were pleasant
dogs.
people.
Unlike the redneck in the forest.
Yeah, I want to be Jack Nicholson.
Hey, that's mean to Jack Nicholson.
Have you seen the roles Jack Nicholson has done?
Yeah, The Departed. He was fantastic.
He's done a lot of other things besides The Departed, sir.
Well, that was the last time I saw him in anything.
He literally played Satan one time.
So?
I'm saying angry redneck.
Nazis again.
My point. Okay, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying. Like,
what are you saying?
Satan's not as bad as being a Nazi. Satan literally punishes Nazis.
What the fuck does that have to do with Jack Nicholson?
You said Jack Nicholson played Satan.
Yeah, that my point meant he's not above playing a redneck.
So you're saying Satan's a redneck?
I am so confused.
I am too, sir.
You're trying to blame me that you brought Nazis in here for no reason. Other than shock value.
No, there were
You should be
Nazis.
ashamed.
There was an actual redneck in the movie.
But there weren't any Nazis, Howard!
There might as well have been with the way he treated his dogs.
Oh my god. Oh, Howard, I worry about you sometimes. Alright.
It's okay.
Do not touch me.
No.
This is non-consensual. That's what the Nazis would say. Anyway.
Would they?
Yes! Their whole thing was, I don't want to go. Too bad. That was their whole thing.
Oh, I thought that he would say non-consent. I misunderstood. Can we go back to the dog movie that sucks?
Yes, this is got a really weird fucking tangent.
You're the one who's all like Jack Nicholson.
And then you brought Nazis into it, Howard! I was talking about his film roles. You brought in Nazis. That's how we got here.
I hate this movie so much.
This is the weirdest review we've done, and we're not even 5 minutes into it.
I hate this movie, Mike.
You can't bring Nazis into everything you hate, Howard. I mean, you can, but it's not recommended.
I'm gonna let this go now.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, so the reason that Bella gets in with her boy Lucas, and the reason I remember his name is because they say it 500 million times, is because she's also living underneath the house of all these cats that is underneath this wrecked home across from them. And he comes in there, help the kittens, and he adopts the dog. There you go. And then the evil neighbor who is trying to flip the house or rebuild it or do whatever the hell he's trying to do with
He's
it.
clearly trying to flip the house.
Comes over to his house where he's living with his mom, who's a VA, or a veteran, not VA.
No, she goes to the VA hospital.
Yeah. I was like, the VA is not the proper term, Michael. I say it out loud to myself. Anyway,
she was part of the 4th Infantry that went to Kabul.
You memorized that part?
I remember Kabul and 4th Infantry. That was about it.
Nah, that's still better than I got. And she goes like, can you please tell your son to stop going over there? There are no longer any cats there anymore. And then he's like,
meow!
Yeah, pretty much. And they go like, shut up, cat. And then he goes like, no, we will not, because there's still cats in there. You're not doing anything about it. And then he gets this really sinister look. He does that eye squint when you're evil, when you kind of turn your chin up a little bit, and you do this. And then he goes like, it's a nice dog you have there. What kind of dog is that? And I was like, oh Lord, we're doing this. And then it gets worse, because then I guess he hires his own Cruella de Vil goon. It's just like this animal control guy who is fucking obsessed with this dog. Like, not like, oh, I'm gonna get that dog. He's like, I'm gonna fucking get that dog. I'm gonna fucking murder him myself. fuck that dog, and fuck you.
I just wanted to point out that this guy's obsession with...
He is the Nazi of this picture.
There we go. It all came together.
Yeah, Nazis.
Wait.
I hope that wasn't taken out of context.
That's a gif. So this guy...
Michael the comic nerd endorses Nazism.
No. So this motherfucker in animal control...
I'm just going to stop you right... Hold on.
No, I'm going to say it. Literally stalked them outside of their house, waiting for the dog to leave the property. And at that point, it's just taking your dog for a walk. Like, calm the fuck down, man.
And he's like, get that dangerous... I'm going to take that dangerous fucking animal. I'm going to fuck it. By the way, I just like to say right now, if you're going to play that clip, please play the whole clip where I'm clearly being sarcastic. Rather than just use that one clip and then immediately use it against me. Because I've seen Twitter.
No, because the whole clip is too long, so they're gonna just shorten to the part.
At least like supercut it, you know. Anyway, but so there's this Nazi animal inspector who just has it out for this fucking dog.
That's true. He's pretty Nazi about it.
Yeah, he really is a Nazi
like,
about it. Like
stalks their house. Like, dude,
I did not expect to talk about Nazis during this film.
Like, go home, dude.
Like he's fucking like doing a stakeout outside the house. Like, gonna get that fucking dog. Like he's
they have a back fucking yard.
Gonna fucking get that fucking dog. I can fucking smell it. And then like when the dog eventually comes back, spoiler if you haven't seen the trailer, he comes back and then he sees the dog and he's like, it's like, you fucking dog, and I'll fucking get your fucking furry ass. And then he stalks him again to the VA hospital.
And I think the crazy part is that he involves the entire police force for a single
for one dog who was had like no aggressive behavior. Was like I have fucking back. They'll shoot all you motherfuckers who are trying to get me from getting this motherfucking dog.
Dude, like, chill.
Find a hobby.
No.
You know what?
He's got like a regular like little like 1-bedroom apartment, but if you go to his closet, it's like a fucking shrine just to like Bella's face, and it's just got like the eyes like crossed out, and there's like red markers everywhere.
And he's got like that red yarn that goes to like random Bella sightings. Like, where is he? And every night he sits there with a glass of whiskey.
And then he's on the subreddit of where's Bella?
Like, find Bella. And then one day he's sitting at his desk, he's looking at his chart, and then he does this move with the desk. Shoom, shoves all the paper off. Like, where are you? Bella! I will destroy you! The narrative we've created is already so much more interesting than we actually got.
And then he teams up with Christian Bale with the Batman voice. Where's Bella?
No, he teams up with Dick Cheney.
Oh.
He teams up with Christian Bale as Dick Cheney to hunt down Bella. Oh, Lord.
And meanwhile, there's like some guy dressed up as Waldo. It's like, well, I'm glad no one's trying to look for me.
Meanwhile, Carmen Sandiego's in the background, just tilts her head a little farther down.
Jeez, I did not know this guy.
Harrison Ford as the fugitives in the background. Oh shit, good, a distraction.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to the other crazy shit that happens in this movie, because there's a few things. Again, there's the dog racism. That's their words, by the way, not mine.
That's racist to dogs!
It's a racism for dogs. It's word for word how they describe it. That's not even the crazy thing that happens in this movie. It gets weirder when, it cuts, like, while she's trying to find, they end up taking her to New Mexico, and then, of course, she decides to go home. Oh, I'm doing go home. You'll hear that 500,000 times.
Pitbull. Hang on, go for it.
And so she starts making her way home, and I think the most fun of this movie, it wasn't anything that was actually happening. It was just so much implanted in the movie we wanted out of it, because she keeps running into other dogs throughout the movie, and I just kept casting the dogs as different celebrities and imagine what they would say if they were in it.
Here's the part that I think is really crazy about pit bulls, by the way. in temperament, and this is here. You know what? Here's what I'll actually do. That's good.
All right.
Okay. So pit bulls actually do have really bad reputation.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna read off the temperament, and you'll tell me, Mike, if this is something you should be afraid of. Temperament: affectionate, loyal, stubborn, maybe, obedient, clownish, intelligent. Are you afraid of that?
Yes.
Okay, well then.
That's because I fear intimacy.
Okay.
Just kidding. No, I don't.
Also, they range anywhere between 35 to 65 pounds, and like seriously, like the other dog that she hung out with, Dutch, was like at least like 90.
Sure. I mean, it's a real law apparently, so it's a real thing that exists.
That's a real law. Did you look that up?
I heard about it before I went into this.
Okay. Well, anyway. Pit bulls just have a really bad reputation, but let me just tell you something, people. There's no such thing as a bad dog. There's such things as bad owners. So really, what seems more likely? A dog is inherently bad because of its breed, or you're just a shitty person and didn't raise your dog right?
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
Yeah, that's where I'm landing on the pit bull thing.
All right. Well, thank you for having your presidential stance made there.
Except for the music artist, he's not so great.
Fair enough. Anyway, so yeah, the dog starts running away.
I like 2 of his songs.
And then he starts running back, and Bella starts heading back home, and then he gets lost. And like, my favorite part was one of my favorite parts when they run into like the other pack of dogs, and they all get like weird nicknames. And I'm saying like, man, this is such a missed opportunity to get some A-list celebrities to do bullshit voice work for like 5 minutes. Because there's this one that's supposed to be like the alpha. It's a tiny little furry dog that they call Crazy Hair.
Oh, Steve Buscemi.
And I was like, wouldn't it be great if this was like played by Steve Buscemi? Just because I can just imagine like, hold it, boys. Like, what we got here?
Well,
we got a little fucking pit bull. Because crazy Hair smokes in real life, I assume.
Clearly.
And
then what? So Longtooth is like Sam Jackson or something?
No. He's what's the name of the guy who played Raymond's brother? That's right, you didn't watch Ariel's Raymond.
I know who you're speaking of.
Yeah, big tall guy, really demonotone voice.
He's in that new show that I like to watch, but I'll look him up.
But Sam Jackson would also work, though. I would also accept Sam Jackson.
Raymond's brother. Wait, this does not help me at all. Also, why is my phone so fucking dark? Thank you.
All right, well, you're looking that up.
Yeah, go for it.
So, Brad Garrett. Yeah, Brad Garrett. The problem is, like, only Bella is the only dog that has a voice in the movie. You know, like, a lot of different animals show up in this movie, so, and she keeps telling me what the other dogs are thinking, like, man, I would love it if they just gave all these random-ass voices. Like, I also really wanted the cougar to be played by Ian McShane.
I have no idea who that is.
You've seen John Wick 1 and 2, right?
Yes.
He's the, like, head guy.
Oh, is he the hotel guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the black guy.
No.
Yeah.
He's the guy that sends John to excommunicato.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
I just saw that trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. Like, I would love him to play the cougar because I kept inventing this narrative in my head, and I was having a lot of fun with it.
Except it was a girl cougar.
I don't think they ever said.
Yeah, she says.
Did they?
Yeah. She needed me and I needed her.
Well, I still want to play by Ian McShane.
So you want the female cougar to be played by Ian? Yeah, that's still somewhat awesome.
That's even better, dude. Right, equal representation, man. Women can have masculine voices too.
I'm gonna move past this.
Yeah, fair enough. For safety of both, yeah, it's probably smart.
Because we still have to get to the third crazy thing.
No, yeah, oh god, yeah. Yeah, so then as she's going through the forest of Colorado, she also runs into a cougar whose mom just dies, so she interrupts, like, an alt version of Bambi.
Jesus.
As her mom's killed by hunters, and this is a baby cougar standing by, so then Bella decides to raise her as her own.
Well, because she was raised by a dog, then a cat, and then Lucas, and then now she's raising a cougar.
As nature intended.
So really, whoever says that dogs and cats can't get along is just full of shit.
Yeah, and by the way, this cougar entirely CGI'd from beginning to end, and it is such bad CGI. Like, it is truly horrendously awful CGI, and they rely on it so much. And it's kind of like, oh my god, this is so bad.
I could tell it was CGI in the trailer.
I know, it was really bad then, but it's worse when you actually watch it for longer than 5 seconds. And then to top it all off, then it comes into snowy season, and then the dog twice, and the second time the dog causes an avalanche.
Yes.
And that's a thing that happens, and then they get adopted by a gay couple as a result.
And they were nice.
They were nice. This is shit that isn't in the trailer, and I wish was in the trailer. If this is all in the trailer, I would have been way more interested in this film.
Well, no, because the gay couple showed up in the trailer.
No, I mean like the avalanche.
Oh, the avalanche. Yeah, that should have been in the trailer.
Like, that was like...
Then I really didn't need to see this movie.
I was like, fuck, yeah, the avalanche. Let's see where this goes. And I'm like...
No, wait. That was in the trailer.
Is it? I don't remember it.
Not, yeah, because it's like, this dog saved that guy. That was totally in the trailer.
I think it's really the aftermath. I don't think it's really the actual avalanche.
So how the hell else did some guy end up underneath snow? There's clearly an implied avalanche.
I don't know, maybe he tripped. He's old.
I don't know, man. I don't give a fuck.
And that's not even the worst part. The worst part comes after she runs away from the gay couple. It's when she encounters the homeless man.
Oh, that was actually really sad.
I know. And after this big long arc, that arc ends with the homeless man dying and Bella chained to a corpse with no water for presumably weeks. Or at least days.
I would say days, because we can only go... Hang on, I actually noticed off the top of my head.
Like 4 days without drinking, right?
No, it's 3 days without water for humans, but it's 2 days for dogs.
Either way, it is like some weird like Saw shit where just a dog.
God,
like,
that's so fucked up.
I know. In a kids movie, it's a dog just horrifically doomed to die of starvation.
I think the worst part is that not only is she chained to the homeless man who died, but she's like feet away from the river that she can drink water from.
This is some fucked up shit that goes on in this movie at this point. Not only did like a homeless man just up and fucking die, now we gotta watch the dog slowly fade into nothing.
Until the two children find the homeless man's body, and they're like, you know what? Instead of like taking care of this dog, we'll just let it go. It'll be okay.
I mean, to be fair, it was.
I mean, it was eventually, but still, like, seriously, like, parents teach your kids some responsibility. Just like, dude,
hey, at least they did something.
If you see a dog chained to a dead homeless guy, like, bring it home.
I mean, at least they did something.
Like, God, fuck.
I mean, but, yeah, so that was like, okay, we're doing this. All right. This is kind of fucked up more than a little bit.
Oh my God, it's like the worst version. And the worst part is like, it's Bryce Dallas Howard's voice describing. It's like, I was there until all the heat from his body was gone. And then Axel was no more. And I'm like, dude, is he dead? What?
It's like, that's right. And they killed him! That reminds me of, like, one of the darkest jokes in Superman Returns, for those who remember that movie, was just that it starts out with, like, Luthor banging some old chick so he can get her inherit all her money.
Oh, wait, I totally remember that.
Yeah, and she had the 2 Pomeranians. And then it cuts to, like, a long time later, and he goes back into the house, and there's only 1 Pomeranian left, and she's chewing on tiny bones.
Well, no, she's covered in blood, too.
Oh, yeah, there's that, too. And the woman just goes, weren't there 2 of them? It's like, yeah, dude, it was fucking Hunger Games in here.
Jesus, I do remember that. That was really fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, Superman. Da, 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 da.
Well, no, because that's how you give what's his face, Zack Snyder, the idea. Hey, Superman should kill people.
Do not bring Snyder into this car, sir. I don't want to talk about it.
But Batman versus...
You shut your mouth right now! No! We do not bring that name into this house, sir! Sin in this place. Oh, and then
That was awful.
and then after all of that, what's one of the big climaxes of this movie is a showdown between Bella and the coyotes.
I think they were wolves.
I think they're supposed to be coyotes, but they were played by like wolves they can tame.
I'm pretty sure they were wolves.
They make coyote sounds. Wolves don't make those sounds.
I have never interacted with coyotes before.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Or wolves.
I know what a coyote sounds like. I play Red Dead Redemption.
That is not qualifying.
Actually, considering how historically accurate, it kind of does.
Anyway. So they were coyotes?
Yeah, they were coyotes.
Okay, whatever. I mean, but that fight scene was so awful.
I know, because the CGI was so bad.
It was so bad they had to add shaky cam?
It looked like, it looked like Pixar's first draft.
Ouch, that's mean.
Yeah.
Because it really looked more like something,
And they use shaky cam to hide how bad the CGI is, which makes it even more hilarious.
No, because it reminds me of Batman versus Superman with...
No!
No! Tuesday.
No!
No?
No!
What about the guy from Justice League?
Better.
No, but the way that he looked.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's CGI. That's what I was thinking of. I couldn't remember which one was CGI.
Do not bring the name Batman vs Superman in this car. This is a weird review. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I've had the flu.
I mean,
that's why I was
No, Steppenwolf's who you're thinking of. Yeah, that CGI, that was awful. This was worse. But no, and then after that,
Like
then the cougar steps in, and then that cougar fights the wolf, and it still looks awful.
See? Wolves. You said they were wolves. Anyway. I thought that fight scene was like the cutscenes from the original Resident Evil. Like
yeah,
like the quality of CGI was like if you put the zombie dogs from Resident Evil 1 on the PlayStation 1 and then added a lot of shaky cam.
yeah, it was Coyote.
Okay, I guess they're coyotes.
Because it says it on the soundtrack.
You looked up the soundtrack? Okay.
I just put Dog's Way Home Coyote, and it was the first one that popped up.
Okay. Sure, whatever.
But yeah, after the dumb as hell fight scene, then she finally goes home after 2.5 years, apparently.
And causing a major traffic accident.
Yeah, and then getting chased down by fucking racist Animal Patrol motherfucker, who has, after all these years... Oh, you know what probably happened? He was sitting there at his desk in Fort Lauderdale, and there's one of those weird bendy lamps that's on, and no other light in the house is on, and he's sitting there with his head down, the shadows covering his face, and then... he gets that call. He gets that call and he picks it up and he goes, "We found her." And he goes, "Where?" And then he goes, "Get everyone now!"
And you know what the crazy part is? Like, why was he still on the take about that one particular dog when the house was built? Like,
he's gonna get that motherfucking dog.
Like, I really did want to see his one-bedroom apartment with the closet with the shrine with all the X's crossed out on the eyes and the red string everywhere.
Where are you?
And there's like a little bust of the dog, like, made out of, like, gum, like it's Hey Arnold.
No, that would imply affection. This is more like cross out all the eyes out of every picture we can find, and has, like, a dark...
Red circles.
Red circles, yeah.
There's like swirls and shit.
Yeah.
And then every time you open up the closet, there's like a small like bit of like Gregorian chant music playing.
He sharpens his knives. "Go home, Bella. Bella, go home. Bella, go home, Bella. Bella, go home."
And then eventually he's like putting lipstick on himself. It's like, "Bella, go home." He's like waxing his chest. "Bella, go home." "Bella, go home." Seriously, that guy was fucked up.
He was, man. Should have been his story. It's like just a more aggressive version of that guy from Game Night. Remember that guy?
Yeah, the guy also in Black Mirror.
Yep, same guy. Probably same character, honestly.
And the guy who shot the kid in Breaking Bad.
Yes, also that.
Also him.
Yep, I know.
So, yeah.
So,
Still don't know his name. But you know what? It's okay, because I'm going to, at the very least, I will learn who Margot Martindale is in real life.
She's in Instant Family, so I can watch that.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good movie.
Well, I guess Margot Martindale is in there. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, character actress Margot Martindale.
There you go. That's how I recognize her in the movie. I'm like, hey, that's Margot Martindale. He's going to trailers.
Please.
All right. Pardon me. So first trailer guy was for Ugly Dolls.
Oh yeah, is that the one that's basically the island of living Japanese mascots?
I was gonna go with Trolls, but dumber.
Oh, and then they go to the land of suburbia, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
They just go to suburbia.
Seems to be the case. I don't know, you already looks really dumb.
Racism for kids.
Yeah.
They're called Ugly Dolls, and they go to a place called Perfection, and the lady that they horrify is white.
Yeah. Then of course this movie fucking exists. Dog's Journey. Which, hey, did you like the Josh Gad version better? Well, here's more of it.
Oh god, I'm gonna break my finger off.
Please don't. I don't want to clean up the blood in here.
Well, if anything, I would dislocate a joint, and then you'd have to take me to the hospital.
Yeah, see, and that's what I don't want to do either.
Fine.
I like you to sound disappointed that I don't have to take you to the hospital.
You didn't take me to the hospital last time.
Wow. Okay, really? I thought we were past that.
We are.
Okay, just bring that up, man. Try to fucking guilt me, alright? We're gonna talk about that emotional blackmail later. You know, let's call it even, because I did some serious emotional manipulation to get you here tonight. So, let's just call it even.
Oh, God. So upset with this movie.
Yeah, like, and apparently I'm a fucking prophet with this movie, too, because I kept confusing the name from this movie for A Dog's Journey without even realizing A Dog's Journey was an actual movie that was coming out until I got the trailer for it, like, on Tuesday, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, to be fair, when they did this trailer, they were like, well, this is from A Dog's Purpose, and then the writer of Dog's Way Home and Dog's Journey, so...
Did they say that? I don't even remember.
I saw this fucking trailer so many times so I could iterate the point that no one needs to see this movie!
I don't know, it was kind of worth watching just to make fun of it.
Very well. With that in mind.
Then we got Wonder Park, which the trailer got a bunch of times already.
Wonder Park.
The Kid Who Would Be King, which is apparently actually a pretty good, decent movie.
I know, but I've just seen it so many times, so
This is a newer trailer.
I know. No, we've seen that trailer before.
Not as many times as the first trailer.
I just want Patrick Stewart. I don't want the rest of the movie.
I know this movie looks fine. Apparently it's doing fine, so I don't know.
Because of Patrick Stewart.
It's not. Patrick Stewart was in one of the Legend of Oz anime movies, and that movie sucked balls.
I know. That's why I only sucked balls, not sucked doggy dick balls.
It did suck doggy dick balls. I was being generous. That was a case where we got the theater to ourselves, so that was like the one saving grace of that movie. Then we got Detective Pikachu again, we talked about before.
Okay, I still think the Danny DeVito voiceover would be fun.
Yeah.
But I still think that if you have a version where Pikachu is instead voiced by like someone completely different.
Like who? Like Bryce Dallas Howard? I fucking heard your hand crack there. Oh, no, sorry, Josh Gad.
Okay, yeah, no.
Harrison Ford.
Yes, that was the one I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, or Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill. I wanted Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, yeah.
Yeah. And then, but it's
Mark
like,
Hamill doing the Joker voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he's Detective Pikachu, and then it's and then he's all like,
I don't need a Pokemon. What about a world-class detective?
Well, it's like Firelord Ozai too. Also did that role.
So now I'm just thinking, it's like trying to do my best Mark Hamill. It's like, now put down the stapler, or I will have to electrocute you.
I would so watch that.
I know, right? We can do this, you and me. They can't understand me, kid.
See, that's already way better.
I know, right?
Okay.
All right, there we go. Overcomer.
Which one?
Was the Jesus movie?
Fucking.
I'm assuming it's a Jesus movie.
Yeah, it's either that or, from what I could tell, something about
It's from the
race.
So, like, maybe, I don't know. It's from the guys who made.
They
War
were
Rings.
focusing a lot about the white coach with the black girl.
They never said anything overtly racism-y, so I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
So it could very well be, but I don't want to make that assumption.
Just depends on where the movie takes place. So if it's like Kentucky or Alabama, really, it's the difference.
And then we got Men in Black International. Whether this movie's gonna be good or bad, that fucking car thing is awesome.
That car is fucking the shit.
Where they just turn like fucking hubcaps into like machine cartridges.
Side mirrors.
Side mirrors, fucking bitching.
With crickets and shit. And then the hubcap is just the fucking drum. Like, why does the gun need to have a drum?
That's the wrong fucking question. The real question is why the fuck not?
Yeah, why haven't we been doing that?
I know, right?
It would
Bring the mobster times back. Men in Black with mobsters. That'd be kind of fun, actually.
It's okay. It's a Liam Neeson movie, and I haven't had one all year yet, so I'm ready.
I mean, it's only January.
Yeah.
You missed out his best one, which is Widows.
Isn't he dead?
I can't say without giving away spoilers.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Did you do a review on it?
Yeah.
Then I don't care.
What is that supposed? It's one of the best movies of last year.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, any other trailers?
No, whatever, me. It's a great movie. You should watch it. That was the last one.
All
so
right.
you got final thoughts for A Dog's Way Home?
You still don't need to see this movie.
Unless you have a friend and you know you're going to be the only ones in the theater, in which case, tear it to shreds.
Oh yeah, tear it to shreds.
Either that or wait for the riff tracks, because I hope to make a riff tracks for this. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
I mean, really, the most disappointing thing is that, like, instead of having first-person dog voiceover, they could have just had third-person omniscience, voiceover narrative kind of style.
Or just remake Homeward Bound.
Or just remake Homeward Bound.
So yeah, I think it's the last one I got for this week. So next week, I still gotta catch up on The Upside and Glass. This is the other one I have to go see next week.
Oh, I heard it wasn't doing too good.
Yeah.
But it's M. Night Shyamalan. And I think my my hypothesis is correct. The more you use M. Night Shyamalan's name to promote a movie, the shittier it becomes.
Maybe.
Because Sixth Sense, no expectations, no idea who this guy is. Amazing movie. Signs, M. Night Shyamalan. He did The Sixth Sense. It wasn't too good. The Last Airbender from the brilliant mind of M. Night Shyamalan.
What? No. Alright, so we'll watch those next week, guys. In the meantime,
Inverse proportion.
do you want to go home or not?
I do want to go home. That's
Okay. Alright, see you guys later.